นับสนุนโดยบริษัทสิงห์คอร์ปอเรชั่นจำกัด Exim Bank ไม่ว่าธุรกิจขนาดไหนก็ไปได้ไกลถึงต่างแดน
คุณพอล เทโรเนี่ยเขาดังทั่วโลกเพราะหนังสือที่เกี่ยวกับการเดินทางมากที่สุดนะครับเพราะเวลาเขาเดินทางไปที่ไหนก็ตามเขาจะมีมุมมองที่ประหลาดมากหรือว่ามีแล้วก็เกิดอารมณ์ขันหรือมีการล้อเลียนหรือว่าสามารถจะเอาวัฒนธรรมของที่ต่างๆเนี่ยมาประชันกันได้โดยที่วิธีเขียนของเขาเนี่ยจะค่อนข้างจะมีอารมณ์ที่แปลกๆหรือน่าสนใจนะครับคือจริงๆแล้วสาเหตุหนึ่งที่ผลงานเขาอาจจะไม่เผยแพร่ที่เมืองไทยถึงขนาดนั้นก็คือมันไปพัวพันกับภาษาอังกฤษอย่างมากนะครับแล้วก็แปลลำบากมาก
ถ้ามีความสนใจในการอ่านงานวรรณกรรมท่องเที่ยวเดินทางครับก็ชื่อของพอล เทโรก็ถือว่าเป็นนักเขียนอันดับต้นๆที่ได้รับความนิยมมากแล้วก็ได้รับความชื่นชมนับถือพอสมควรครับในตะวันตกเพราะฉะนั้นก็ถ้ามีความสนใจด้านนั้นเนี่ยก็ไม่น่าที่จะพลาดไปได้อะเหมือนกับเขาก็เป็นหนึ่งในนักเขียนคืออายุยังไม่มากนักแต่ว่าก็ถือว่าในแง่ของหนังสือเดินทางเขาก็เป็นหนึ่งในคลาสสิกคนหนึ่งที่ต้องอ่านนะครับ
Paul, we haven't seen you in Bangkok for quite some time. Why have you been avoiding Thailand?
I haven't been avoiding. I was actually here 2 years ago in disguise. I was here in disguise. I was here disguised as a simple traveler, traveling anonymously. I was here. I was at this hotel, the Oriental, but then I took the train to Nong Khai via Khon Kaen. I went across the river. I was repeating a journey that I had taken in 1973.
Wow.
To Laos from Bangkok. Went to Laos, came back to Bangkok. I was here for a while. I didn't see you. And then I went from here to Hat Yai and then to Butterworth, Penang, and then on to KL and Singapore. So I went from top to bottom. Then I came back. I went to Aranya Pratet, Poi Phet, and then I went to Siem Reap. Also all of this was overland and overland travel.
Is this the trip you take to sort of trace back your travel in the book, The Great Railway Bazaar?
Yes, I was retracing my own footsteps of the Railway Bazaar because I wanted to see what had happened, what had changed in Bangkok, what had changed in Nong Khai, in Vientiane, also Hat Yai, Butterworth, Penang. I wanted to see what had happened in the 33 years since I wrote about it. I've been back, but I haven't written about Thailand for 33 years.
What changes did you notice in your last travel through Thailand?
Great improvement with roads and great improvement with railway travel. That, you know, the railway station here has never looked better. It's a great railway station. The first time I saw it in 1973, I thought, this is a wonderful railway station. But it's been improved, it's nicer, it's more beautiful, and it's very efficient. It's very easy to buy tickets here. It's a computerized ticket system. That is a big change. The transport infrastructure. Obviously, 33 years ago, this city was very flat. There were a lot of canals, small houses, very horizontal. Now it's a very vertical city. You have more people, more visitors, fewer klongs. The traffic problem.
You're not irritated by the traffic problems?
It's less. It's less. No, there's less traffic, and and you have, of course, you have rapid transit. That's a big change. And I suppose just in terms of manufacturing and making clothes, making electronics, that whole base is different. But the main difference is in the early 1970s and late 60s when I first saw Bangkok, this was a city where you saw soldiers, American soldiers dominated. So all over Bangkok you saw soldiers from Vietnam.
Are you in the process of writing a new book?
I finished the book. What I did was I traveled from London to Bangkok overland and then onward to Singapore and then Vietnam and so forth. So I was repeating the trip that I had taken in the Great Railway Bazaar.
What is the title?
The title is called Ghost Train.
Ghost. Why Ghost?
Ghost Train to the Eastern Star. Ghost because I feel like a ghost first, when you get to a certain age,
Yeah.
you feel like a ghost, right?
Why?
Because you're older, no one looks at you. You see everything. People are less interested in you.
Really?
Women say it. Women say when you get there's a certain age when men stop looking at you. I don't know what age that is. Whatever age.
Okay.
But
Men? For men?
I think that's true of men too. That maybe women stop looking at you, but mainly when you're revisiting a place, you feel like a ghost. You feel like you're haunting the place.
And this is a non-fiction book? Is
Yes,
it
this is
a novel?
It's a travel book.
Travel book. And do you compare 30 years ago with today?
Yes.
You're on the trip?
Yes.
Any shocking disclosures, discoveries?
Lots of shocking disclosures. Lots of shocking. But all the way from London to Tokyo and back.
Yeah.
Many shocking things. But the biggest shock is finding peace in Vietnam. That's the big shock. But also, I went to Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey is a successful economy. They have more infrastructure. It's more prosperous. Turkey before just seemed like a kind of hopeless, old-fashioned place. Now, colorful, let's say, colorful place. You could say the same about Thailand. It didn't seem hopeless, but it seemed old-fashioned, old reverences and politeness. The Thais have not lost their respect for each other, but they've learned to do new things. They've learned electronics. They've learned manufacturing that didn't happen before.
As a writer, how has information technology helped in your work?
It hasn't helped me personally much at all. I think that IT has been it has made very little impact on me.
Why? Because a lot of writers now find it very convenient to write, to check facts, to check information. They can Google all the time. But you are still writing with your hand, right?
I write in longhand, and if I check a fact, sometimes I Google a fact. But I have an encyclopedia in the room. I have an Encyclopedia Britannica. I sometimes
you still have a physical
physical encyclopedia. You can get it.
Why did you Google? Why are you so old-fashioned?
Why don't I Google? Because a lot of Googling is inaccurate.
Yeah.
And you get Wikipedia is put in by self-interested people.
You don't trust Wikipedia?
Not 100%, no. I trust my sources. So I trust people. I compare facts. I compare facts that I might Google. But I think if the internet was so great, or Googling was so great, what is the point of traveling? You could find all these facts. You realize that a lot of facts that you find on the internet, when you try to verify them, traveling, that's not the case. You find the truth is different from what you're finding on the internet.
That's right. So you are writing with your long hand, and you type your script later?
Yes, I use a word processor, later. Yeah.
Is it a pen or pencil that you use?
I use a pen. I use a pen, and I cross out. With a computer, when you cross something out with a computer, it disappears forever.
Right.
And you don't know what you crossed out. When you cross it out with a pen, you still see it.
But as you mentioned, has the internet reduced the fun and pleasure of traveling? I could now go into one of the websites and read about any distant place I would like to see or know about, pictures, videos, everything. Would I need to travel again?
Yes, you need to travel because you want to eat. So you can, you want to smell.
Right.
You want to hear voices. You want to see things, but especially you want to eat the food and move from place to place. The physical thrill of being in a place is the essence of travel. There's no physical thrill in the internet.
Has your circulation of your book been affected by the internet?
No, I don't think so. I think that the
internet. People read you?
I think so. I think that that the internet has helped book sales.
Really?
Yes, because you can find books on the internet. You can order books on the internet that you can't find at your local bookstore. So it helps book sales because you dial up the book on the internet.
It's more convenient.
Yeah, with Amazon.com, for example.
Right.
and you can buy the book and order it, and they'll send it to Thailand.
Right, yeah.
So you can find the book that way.
Sure.
You might go to a
also
bookstore.
have access to book reviews, more
Yes.
book reviews.
Yes.
When people read book reviews, do they still want to read the real books?
I think if it's a good book review, if it attracts someone's interest.
Yeah.
But a lot of books are not in print. A lot of books that you might want to read are not in print. Before the internet, you had to go to a bookstore and say, "Do you have this book?" And they would say no. Or look in the corner, it's on that shelf. No, it's not there. Well, I can't help you.
Right.
But with the internet, you put in the title of the book.
There's search and yeah.
various websites where you can specifically find a book. And books that I have looked for 20 years, I found in 5 minutes on the internet. So that's a helpful thing. On the downside, it makes people presumptuous. It makes people think that they know more than they know.
That's right. Yeah.
So there's an upside and a downside. I think you can't be too dependent on it. A writer has to be independent, looking for information. A travel writer needs to realize that he or she is going to a place and has to experience the place firsthand, and that they can't get it secondhand on the internet.
You call yourself a travel writer or a novelist?
I think of myself as a novelist who travels, and I write travel books. But I think of myself primarily as a novelist, a fiction writer.
Yeah.
I started life as a fiction writer, and I think that that writing a novel is a noble thing, and it's the highest level of writing.